Do you know someone who just shrugs when their birthday comes around? Maybe you are that person. While many of us count down the days to our special day, others treat it like any other Tuesday. It might seem strange, but there's a fascinating psychology behind why some people don't make a big deal about their birthday. It's not always about being a party pooper. Often it's much deeper than that. Today, we're going to explore the different reasons, from personality traits to past experiences, that lead people to say, it's just another day. And by the end, you'll have a whole new understanding of your low-key friends, or even yourself. So, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For many, it's about personality. Think about introverts versus extroverts. An extrovert might thrive on being the center of attention, loving the energy of a big party. But for an introvert, that same situation can be incredibly draining. A birthday party, with all its social obligations, opening gifts in front of everyone, making small talk, being the focus, can feel more like a chore than a celebration. For them, a quiet day with a good book, a favorite movie, or a peaceful walk might be the truest form of celebration. It's not about hating their birthday. It's about honoring their own need for peace and quiet. They're celebrating in a way that recharges them, rather than depletes them. Another big factor is the pressure to be happy. Birthdays come with this unspoken expectation. You must have a fantastic day. Friends and family are asking, are you having a good birthday? And social media is filled with picture-perfect celebrations. This pressure can be overwhelming. What if you're not feeling particularly happy? What if you're going through a tough time? The expectation to perform happiness can create anxiety, making the day feel stressful. For some, it's easier to just opt out of the whole thing. By treating it like a normal day, they remove that pressure. They can just be, without feeling like they have to put on a show for everyone else. It's a way of protecting their mental and emotional well-being from a day that is supposed to be fun, but can accidentally feel like a performance review of their own happiness. Then there's the past. Our relationship with birthdays is often shaped by our childhood experiences. If your childhood birthdays were filled with joy, family, and wonderful memories, you're more likely to carry that enthusiasm into adulthood. But what if they weren't? For some people, birthdays might be linked to unhappy memories, family conflicts, financial struggles that meant no party or presents, or even feeling forgotten or unimportant. These negative associations don't just disappear when we grow up. They can linger, and the thought of celebrating can bring back those old feelings of disappointment or sadness. Instead of facing those emotions, it can feel safer to simply downplay the day and let it pass without any fanfare. It becomes a coping mechanism, a way to avoid reopening old wounds. Age and perspective also play a huge role. When we're kids, a birthday is a massive milestone. It means you're older, you get more privileges, and of course, you get cake and presents. Each year feels like a huge leap. But as we get older, that feeling can change. Another year passes, and life doesn't feel drastically different. The excitement can naturally wane. Some people start to see their birthday, not as a celebration of getting older, but as a stark reminder of time passing. This can bring up feelings of anxiety about aging, unfulfilled goals, or the pressures of where they should be in life. For them, ignoring the day is a way to quiet those anxieties. It's less about, I'm 1 year older, and more about, I don't need a specific day to remind me that time is marching on. Let's also talk about practicality and minimalism. In our modern busy lives, planning a party can be a lot of work. It takes time, money, and energy that some people would rather spend elsewhere. They might feel that the expense and effort aren't worth it for just one day. This is especially true for people who value a minimalist lifestyle. They might see elaborate celebrations as materialistic or unnecessary. Why spend a lot of money on a party when a simple, heartfelt conversation with a loved one feels more meaningful? For them, value isn't found in grand gestures, but in genuine, everyday connections. Their love and friendships aren't measured by birthday parties, but by the consistent support and care they show and receive all year round. Another interesting angle is cultural or family background. Not every culture places the same emphasis on individual birthdays. In some collectivist cultures, group celebrations or other holidays might be far more important than a personal birthday. People who grow up in such an environment may simply not develop the habit of celebrating their own day in a big way. It's not on their radar as a major event. Similarly, if you grew up in a family that was never big on birthday parties, you're less likely to be. We learn our traditions from those around us. If your family's idea of a birthday was a simple, happy birthday in the morning and maybe a special dinner, you might carry that understated approach into your own life. There's also the fear of disappointment. Have you ever planned a party and had it not turn out the way you hoped? Maybe not enough people showed up, or there was some drama. It can be really disheartening. Some people who don't celebrate their birthday are actually trying to protect themselves from potential disappointment. By not having any expectations, they can't be let down. If they don't plan a party, they don't have to worry about who will or won't come. If they don't expect big gifts, they won't feel sad if they don't get them. It's a self-preservation strategy. By keeping the day low-key, they control the narrative and ensure that nothing can go wrong, because nothing was planned in the first place. Finally, for some people, it boils down to a simple, philosophical belief. Every day is worth celebrating. They don't feel the need to single out one day of the year to feel special or to appreciate their life. They practice gratitude and find joy in the small moments of everyday life. For them, waiting for one specific day to celebrate feels arbitrary. Why put so much weight on a single date on the calendar when you can find reasons to be happy and thankful today, tomorrow, and the day after? This isn't a negative or sad perspective. It's actually a very positive and empowering one. It is about living a life so full of appreciation that you do not need a designated, special day to feel celebrated. So, the next time you meet someone who doesn't care about their birthday, try to look beyond the surface. It's rarely as simple as them being boring or negative. It could be about their introverted nature, a desire to avoid social pressure, painful memories from the past, or anxiety about aging. It might be a practical choice, a cultural norm, a fear of disappointment, or even a deeply held belief that every single day is a gift. Understanding these different reasons can help us be more empathetic and respectful of people's choices. Everyone celebrates, or doesn't celebrate, in the way that feels right for them. And that's perfectly okay. What about you? Do you love a big birthday bash, or do you prefer to let the day pass quietly? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on this. And if you found this exploration interesting and want to learn more about the psychology behind everyday behaviors, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.